I made my decisions here today. Bearing in mind that we could always see a static shock, but I'm willing to make it the risks. Big lots of fearsome. Throw down the butcher, the baker on top of you, just because that then increases your damage. There's a lot of damage to go down on turn 4. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel. Today I have another deck for you today. This is one that you should fear with every fibre of your mortal being. Let's get into this. So the deck is called Assert Dominance version 2, because actually I did make an Assert Dominance deck when the Shurima cards first got introduced. Rite of Doninance, with its ability to be able to, if you kill one of your units, it then reduces the damage coming from everyone else, and then using a bunch of fearsomes. Now, the reason why I am putting this back out again is because Merciless Hunter was not in the card pool before, and this is a very lovely card to add into this, especially when I said when you're going to be taking down your opponent's stats and then just going in for those big ass, like, you know, what's his face, like attack forwards with these fearsomes. There are, I think there was other cards like I included before, like I did definitely, I believe, have which I can't think of things right now. The Lifesteal Doom Beast. I did believe that I had Doom Beast in there before, like to kind of like help with Nocturne and whatnot, because like the main thing is obviously the onlooker. But I feel that I'd rather have the Merciless Hunter rather than Doom Beast, just because, yeah, again, it's that fearsomeness, and we're just trying to forcing that damage before they can do anything about it. That's what the whole concept of this deck is to go in as aggressively hard as possible, and then Rite of Dominance to bring things down so that they cannot defend us. That is the plan that we're working with here. So, I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, if you want any more information about any of this, it's basically just run like all the fearsome ones, a couple of bits of draw, and Faden Icon is in here just because either the prey could become what we hit with Rite of Dominance, or for Butcher's sake, like off of that, if we don't get a Cursed Keeper. We've got a couple of copies of Fading Memories to get more copies of these onlookers if needed, or another copy of Cursed Keeper who would be ephemeral, which means that they die, giving us the 4 attack. So there's a number of different reasons why we're running things that we're running in here. But as I said, please let me know what you think. It's basically, as I said, it's basically self-explanatory. Please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as if there's any changes that you would make to this deck, because there are obviously ways that you could maybe make this deck better. It hasn't really got anything which is other than Rite of Dominance, that we haven't really got anything that's like affecting opponent's side of the field. Like, so you could say that we could run why can't I think of names right now. Unspeakable Horror wouldn't be a bad shout, because it's something that could hit their side but also hit their core, as well as like a Ruinous Path for a little bit of draw, as well as like because we're going to be slaying, like we're going to be like killing a number of things either on our side or on their side. So Ruinous Path actually would be a nice thing to add in here as well. It's just that I can't decide what I want to cut at this moment in time. Potentially Reaper might not be necessary, but I'm still going to keep Reaper in this at the moment. But technically Reaper might not be necessary, but yeah, that's what I would say. Like, there are definitely ways that you maybe could optimize this a little bit more, but I really like this deck the way that it is. I haven't actually played it yet, so obviously the games that you're going to be seeing are going to be me testing it. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, as well as the fact that you can get in the Discord down below, where you can just talk all things about decks, new cards, your ideas. I love hearing your ideas, by the way. Anyone who comments and like says, oh, I've got this idea, I love hearing them. I do try to explore as many of them as I can, and if I really love an idea, I will make a video and like give you the credit for your comment and things. So please let me know. As I said, the lovely community that we're making in that Discord is very nice as well, so if you want to get involved with that, please feel free. Links all down below, as well as there is also just a general thank you to you all. I've got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers, and we're doing very well on YouTube. So honestly, that's all because of you, the viewers, and you watching this, liking, comment, and subscribing. So it's all helping towards the end goal of this being my dream, what I want to be doing. So thank you all so much. As I said, let's get in and just see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. So, we're seeing good old Draven with Riven. The ability of obviously getting the double attack coming in off of, what's his face? Well, I can't think of names right now. Actually, keep his head. The double attack coming in off a Flurry of Fists is devastating in that deck. What I'm liking is the fact that if they throw down Draven or Riven, we can make them... so Draven's coming! Draven's coming, everyone! So Draven comes down and we can at least Merciless Hunter Draven on the turn that he comes down. I'm willing to accept. This has not started off the best for me. I need a top deck of Butcher. If I top deck a Butcher, I would be very happy. I'm probably not going to, but I'd be very happy if I do, just because it would mean that we get a turn and then play the Merciless Hunter. Of course we don't. So Draven is coming out for my opponent, and I'm willing to wait. Or do we watch it? Like, actually, I guess what we could do here is we could throw down the on. But then if they use like, here's the problem, right? The reason why we have to do this is if Draven comes out, he comes out with a spinning axe, and his spinning axe means they could give to either one of these two to be able to hit the fearsome. So that's why I don't mind waiting on that front. So boom, that is very nice. Very nice. So we know that we can hit Draven in the future. See that? Why couldn't you have been last turn? I asked for you last turn. Okay. Draven's spinning axe could go down any of these two. So either of which we put in front, I'm just willing just to accept the damage right now. Might not regretting that fact, but I will accept it. And obviously these spinning axes could come in next turn for them to go for a defense. We could go for the Stalking Shadows right now just to see what else we get. So another one of these. It's not going to be bad. So the idea is that we can throw out. So next turn. Or do we just want to throw out the Ravenous Butcher this turn? Because next turn we're going to throw the Skitwidget, the Frenzied Skitter out, and then throw these down. So just so that we can start. I mean, I might end up regretting the fact because I could have obviously just like bided the time a little bit better and done this move potentially a little bit better. But I'll accept what I'm doing here as we're going to go for the Frenzied Skitter just because it means that it's going to take those things a little bit more time. Obviously, we might see Riven or whatnot drop or something, which is going to increase their damages. That deck actually potentially is that one which runs a lot of damage spells added on. So by that I mean like, so they run things like Potion and Might and things along those lines. So we go with whoop. Go grabbing Draven over here just so he's getting attacked hit. They could also have, why can't I think of names right now? The 5 cost. The one which they can use their axe on, discard, and it saves. Why is names not coming to my mind right now? Survival skills, that's the words. Okay, that's fine, because you're still, that's the reason why you put the Reaper on the end. Because at least the Reaper means that we're getting the plus stats coming in here. So that's the reason why you put the Reaper on the end. I would accept. They could throw down another Draven. They could also throw down a Draven spinning axe as well, but like Whirling Death, sorry, so they can get like a couple more trades going. It's running that deck. Yep, there we go. There we go. You're gonna need it. It means that they have more health. Draven still dies, but it means that they're surviving a little bit better. It's okay though. It's okay. I'll tell myself that every little thing was gonna be alright. So I could have actually thrown down. Actually, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I could have thrown down a Stygian Onlooker on top of the Butcher, but I will accept what the situation is right now. So Draven's coming back. Draven's coming back. I could actually potentially throw down Elise going into Nocturne. Oh, Rite of Domination is also not a bad move. I'll throw down Elise first, but a big part of me is honestly considering Rite of Domination, which means we could take Draven's attack down a lot. We can still just actually straight up survive this. There's nothing wrong with me just going with the going with surviving here. So Overwhelm. I feel like they're just gonna go putting everything that they've got right now into this attack. Which if they do, as I said, we do have a Rite of Domination, so might end up being useful. If they don't kill me by this attack, I leave it because all we're doing is giving them the ability to add more on right now. So that's why they have to do it all now themselves. And this is going to be the level up on top of Draven as well. That's like something else that's like a worthwhile noting. Plus 2 stats. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. As I said, like the damage can go up, but we can take away some of it. Not all of it, but we can take away some of it. So hopefully we might just survive this turn. We still currently live. Obviously, there could be... you know, I'm willing to accept. Draven levels, but it's okay. I will accept the charges, officer. Now, this now means that we get the ability to get Nocturne out. Throwing this on top of you. And then what we want to be doing is... So... It's like, do I throw you out? This is the thing here. Although we have this... It's one of those things, right? So, I'll throw you out. This might end up being a very stupid thing. I should have probably just gone for the straight up lethal that I could have aroused, like could make happen. But okay. I'm gonna tell myself this is all gonna be for the greater good. So I'm actually gonna kill an ally. We could actually go with yeah, but we're gonna go kill an ally because it's gonna help. It's gonna help our it's gonna help towards our slay mechanic units. So we're just getting down those attack stats right now. Which means that I can now throw the Stygian onlooker out. Okay. Now as long as these two are on the end. Now, obviously Draven does have his spinning axes. But we're just gonna go forward like this. Go forward like this and hope. Because they could at least get Draven so that he can. So they use that. We might see, like, the thing of it is they don't have judgment. They could throw down a couple of blades on us. Oh, might, there we go, so they can get a little bit more. Little bit more defense, but they need a little bit more than that. Forcing that, so share the mode to my opponent. Really well played. We got ourselves down to 2, but it's all about, you need to know how to work against that deck. That deck can hit you really hard, but you don't want to give them the chance to, like, because that's what I mean, they have things like might and whatnot, so if we would have defended, they might have been able to kill us, and that's the reason why you went, because sometimes they leave it for a little, yeah, move. Interesting combination here. Not seen this one yet, so I like it. I don't know exactly what to expect, but whatever you are, I do like what's going on. So what I can do here is I could wait, throw you down, and then throw down this next turn. So we wait, throw you down, and then throw you down. I've got 2 fearsome units. Obviously, my opponent could have Mystic Shot, get excited. Probably Mystic Shot would be the thing, but that's fine because they cannot defend me fearsomely at the moment. But that still doesn't mean Mystic Shot can still come out. It's okay though. I'll convince myself that it's all good. So Mystic Shot could come on top of the onlooker because it would make the most sense that they would do it on top of the onlooker. We go forward. You do, would you like a 5 damage into my opponent? So Mystic Shot. Oh no. Ooh. So there's something that counterfeit. Whatever there is in that deck, there's something that's worthwhile counterfeit copying. And then they use that. That's okay. I will accept. Mostly because I have to. So you can go in. Potentially I said like a Stalking Shadows. We've also got like at least even better. We could fading. What is going on? I am interested. I want to see what we get here. Oh, another onlooker would not be too bad actually. Looking at this, so I'll take the other onlooker, and then I'm thinking throw down this. So next turn, excuse me. I mean, I can accept. So next turn, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw down the fading icon, which will allow us to play both of these, and then we could even play a butcher as well. So I wanted to do this, but this is also a really good move in terms of doing that and then butchering. Okay, I've made my decisions. I've made my decisions here today. Bearing in mind that we could always see a Static Shock, but I'm willing to make it the risks. Big lots of fearsome. Throw down the Butcher the Baker on top of you, just because that then increases your damage. There's a lot of damage to go down on turn 4. But they, at the moment, they, other than their spells they could have because of Ezreal, yeah, they've got very little ways of defending. You two can be defended and potentially like we lose the Butcher. Actually, what we should have done is we should have had these guys first. I do apologize. Mistakes were made. You guys should have been first, which would have meant that because this guy should have been last. Because any trades that would have happened, he would have been getting stats. But it's okay. it turns out that my opponent just wants to go for all of that stuff. I will live with this. I will live with the decisions that were made here today. Because I'm still doing a lot of damage. As well as the fact that my opponent is actually helping me with draw. Which is like, you know, I do have some elements of draw, but not the best elements of draw. So, did not work that out the best. I said I definitely should have put the, what's his face, Reaper right on the end. But it's all worked out at the end, and it's back again. So I only got the one fearsome. We've got 2 fearsomes here. We could, like I start getting more out. The fact that I could throw out the fading icon, throw out you, and then also go for a glimpse on top of the prey is not too bad. That's fine. Predict your... See whether or not you can predict your own death. So I feel like they're going for damage spells. I mean, it's to make sure... Fair enough, it's to make sure they hit their allegiance. Remember me, little one, you must! But it's to make sure they hit their allegiance, which is not actually a bad thing to do at all. Okay, I feel like what I want to do here is I'm just going to go whoop, on top of this. So it's a big ass board of damage. There's not a lot that can really be done. This is what I love about Shadow Isles, is how quickly they can build up a board of damage and how you basically leave your opponent in very little. We could actually go for throwing the Butcher on top of, I guess, increase the damage. Throw the Butcher on top of you right now. I will accept. We could have also waited to see whether or not we got Fading Memories, because we could have Fading Memory the onlooker, but this is absolutely fine. We'll throw you on at the very end. We're going to immediately go forward here because we don't want them. We know that they've just got a champion who they've just buffed up to like some degree, so we just want to make sure that we're forcing them to have to use this whole turn on trying to spell mana us down. Of course, we got the Fading Memories as well. We could have used on the onlooker, but it's fine. Shadow Mode to my opponent. The beatdown. This is a fast, quick beatdown deck with Fearsome. So that's what we're working with here. Gomez very rarely does aggro, but when Gomez does, oh, tight. I mean, oh my god. Okay. This is just so they can get the sun disc down as quickly as possible. Admittedly, this is not a bad combination. The fact that we're going into the turn 2 attack, so it means that we can throw down you, throw down Curse Keeper, throw down a Butcher, so you're already getting stats. This is actually not bad. Oh, no. The Dream Team. The Dream Team! If only we had more mana next turn, but next turn is a lot of damage that their opponents... This is what Shadow Isles does best, is that it has the ability to just like force a lot of damage in immediately, like into turn 2. That is a lot. And the fact that we also have the Fearsome coming up with the Shurima unit on foot, which is the turn 1. So obviously Time Wizard can help himself against the Ravenous Butcher. I should have actually done this, which just in case they would have put you into the which thing yet again. You should always put the Reaper at the end. I am just misplaying like a fool because I'm too excited about getting the attack off. That's fine. They slowly but surely discounted that. Another one of these moves. Yet again, helping this go up. So we're just going so wide on this board so quickly, and we're basically forcing them. So I could throw this out. I could. The option is that I could also amass these stats into a big Fearsome unit so that it cannot be blocked, which is not a bad decision actually. All told, it's not the worst decision in the world. I would love to be able to get another unit. I would love to be able to get this one out, but it's not worth it. We'll just go with this right now. Big ass Fearsomes. There's not a lot that they can do to block. The only one who can block is this little man. So, oh, okay, they change. They can now do a little bit more blocking. I can straight up go with, as long as we have these guys on the end, I'm happy. Oh, do we want to? Maybe we have this guy on the very end because it's less likely that they're gonna want to trade with him. So we'll do this. And I'm perfectly fine because we are trading our way through a lot of these, and then that's still a lot of damage. Time Wizard throwing himself in right now. It's so much damage so quickly, and that's what I love about this deck is what it can make happen like along these lines. So that's fine. That's still like it does mean losing these guys, which is a bit of a shame because I do love both of these guys, but I've still got another big ass Fearsome. They've lost Time Wizard and they've lost it, like, you know, we've still got this damage. We do have a Nocturne as well. We've not seen their Azir. This is what we needed this turn. That immediate like replenish. That's why Stalking Shadows is such a good move, because it just helps me just go, okay, right, what do I need? What do I need? Ooh, you know what? Do we take a Frigid Skitterer right now? It's not ideal, but I'll take having multiple copies of it. So Nocturne getting out onto the board, because right now we are presenting Fearsome Lethal. See what will be! But we are presenting Fearsome Lethal right now, which is what makes this like a even more crazy and stupid. I don't mind throwing you out knowing the fact that we've got a Frenzied Skitterer. So if they do, okay, so that's fine, because they can defend the Abomination. There's a lot of other things coming at them. So throw out the Frenzied Skitterer. Skitter out! Yep, shadow mode to my opponent, but that's how powerful this deck is. Asserting dominance, people! That's what it's all about. Oh my god, is that Yoshi? Is that actually Yoshi that I know? Or not? I'm not sure. But Yoshi coming at me with all the Egyptian god cards. I'll get rid of Rite of Domination for the time being. I might actually keep the draw. I'm going to get rid of Skitterer. I'm going to keep Curse Keeper. Curse Keeper in my draw. I still get Rite of Domination. It wants to be here, okay? I can't stop it from being here, but we are against all 3 Egyptian god cards. Come on, we can do this. We can beat them. If we can beat the crap out of them before their Sun Disc even gets half the way, it's all good. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to throw down the Reaper. I really wish that I had a Butcher. I can still get out the Reaper going down for, which is like immediately for that 1 point of damage. Sun's Disc cannot defend me! So, next turn, Curse Keeper, the turn after the potential Glimpse could come at them. So, or do want to go with just going like fully on, so we can throw down the Curse Keeper, and then next turn, throw down the Skitterer. At least you can take on this little man. Obviously, they could have the Sun thing that makes that bigger, but it's okay. I will accept that 1 point of damage. So, throw down the Skitterer. Means that we can just go forward here. A little bit of a shame on that front, because obviously they can get us. They can get us with this little man, but we're still doing damage into them. I will accept. I legitimately thought they were going to kill this little man, if I'm going to be honest. But okay. I guess actually that still leaves them, like they're stopping the bigger attack stat and still like that guy's alive, so I will admit it's not a bad shout. Throw down another Curse Keeper. Doing a really good job here. A really good job. Gonna go draw. Because what I need to tell myself is that Curse Keeper, Rite of Domination next turn's not gonna be a bad move. Ooh, some fearsome stuff, so I could actually even Mask Mother on top of this. So I'm going to throw down the Elise first. So I've got rid of my idea of using Curse Keeper into Rite of Dominance, but what I want to do here is I want to at least force out some trades. So you can trade into this. You can trade into... I guess actually we do the trades into these ones. It's okay. We're taking some damage, but I'm willing to accept that damage, so I will live with it. Okay, because you're starting to go up. The only one who can defend you is this little man here. If we use Rite of Domination, technically you wouldn't be able to, but I have to sacrifice a mana crystal. So I'm thinking to myself, I could straight up throw this on top of this, or we could even throw out the Curse Keeper and then go this on top of this. I'll do that move. It does allow them to develop. That's the one negative side of this. They could also throw down a NASA spell to kill somebody here, but we can go wide, hopefully. Maybe. I wish I could get Nocturne out. So, okay. At least that's okay. But they can defend against what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna go with this because we want to go wide. It's the whole plan right now. We go wide. Let this little man go on the end, but let's face it that he is probably gonna die. But it's okay. I've got a future Rite of Domination move. We haven't actually seen either of their champs. Azir is close to leveling though. This is fine. I don't mind her dying. Some help, please? Bit of a shame that you died, but it was to be expected. Let's be honest. So potential Fearsome Spider. We've got a Nocturne move. As I said, we've got like Rite of Domination moves that could come out in the future. Most likely, Rite of Domination is going to hit this little spider. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm all loosey goosey. I'm loosey goosey. Everything is fine. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, throw you down and then throw down Nocturne. Potentially, hopefully they throw out a champion, which means that we can actually get Nocturne to go on top of somebody, like, you know, in terms of make them vulnerable, so that we can decide where the hell they go right now. Yeah, the Rite of Negation hitting in next turn on top of the Spider is not a bad move in terms of the fact that depending on what the attack stats. Oh my god, this is a Kahiri the Return deck! Why? Because you're going to be getting the Empress deck. Why would this matter to you? Okay. It's just like when you don't expect to see something, it's just like, wait a minute, but why would you put him in the deck? Because the Empress deck. Okay, I respect it because it's a meme and I love the idea. I will say that much. So we can throw down Nocturne hitting on top of this. So, Nocturne, take this! I mean, my opponent knows it's over. Shadow mode to my opponent. Fair play, nicely done. I do love what's going on here. But yeah, no, we've got everything we need. That Rite of Domination hitting that Spider means they wouldn't be able to defend with any of those things. They'd have to throw something else out or have a buff that can get them past. Time Wizard with Braum. Dan, dude, what are you doing? Mustachio with Glorious Beard. What is the plan? I'm actually going to keep this hand. What is the plan? Because basically what I can do is I can go Reaper into Onlooker next turn, which isn't a bad move. Because basically what I could do is I could do Reaper into Elise next turn. Which again, it's not actually bad. Because what we need to be remembering is so it's going to go from us to them, from us to them. So if we do turn 1, this, turn 2, this, it goes into their turn 3. We don't know what we're going to top deck in that point. And then when it goes into our turn, our attack turn, it'll be turn 4, so we can skitter her into Onlooker. So actually, it's not bad to do the Reaper into, into, actually, I guess at least gives us another unit, but at least does give us a little spider unit that we can sacrifice off at some point. I know, but I could have easily taken the horror here. Okay, Time Wizard. Okay, Time Wizard. I mean, admittedly, Time Wizard, like, his bombs do start to become an annoyance, especially to the Onlooker, and the fact that this has only got 2 health, so all it takes is 2 bombs and he can die. But it's okay, people. We'll get past this. Do not worry. We can throw these forward. Spider might die. The Spider might die. That's okay. That's okay. So the fact that it then goes into there, so we can use Merciless Hunter to grab you. And then we can throw down, so... Or we could actually do Merciless Hunter to grab you. Okay. Or Skitterer. Actually, no, we're going Merciless Hunter. Let's do it. So, Merciless Hunter. Let's grab Time Wizard. Not that it matters, actually. Potentially, Poro made more sense, because, like, Poro is the one who we need to kind of deal with the worst. Just because it's going to get rid of their defense against... which we're fearsomes, and it's us deciding who we're trading for it right now, because no one else can really trade for it. So we're going with throwing you down, throwing down the Onlooker. So of course, more of these Poros, just straight up playing these Poros. It's a Poro deck with Predict. Kind of, it's weird. I kind of love it. So what I want to do here is I actually want to go with all of these. Elise and you, and I want to grab. Elise will grab Time Wizard to kill him, because otherwise, obviously, the Poro will most likely go for killing. The Poro could also go for killing this, but I would accept it. So, boom, 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 boom. Trades. I want to get rid of our spiders because I feel like we're a spider deck. We're not really a spider deck, but that could come into play if we needed it to. But it's not actually a necessity for us, the spiders in this. They're more just to help because they've got a number of good fearsome ones and ones which actually also decrease. So that is now 8 time bombs they have in that deck. Okay. And admittedly, a time bomb does get rid of our Stygian Onlooker, but okay. I could actually technically use a Butcher in order to save your life if needed. So, we'll throw this down. We could even throw down, so, still no time bomb. And also, nobody who can attack Fearsome at this moment in time. So I could even Mask Mother on top of this. Just because right now, they've got nothing which can save them against Fearsomes. So, this is what this deck does. This deck forces out the damage and death very quickly. I do love the fact that you're playing Destined Poro and all the... Actually, that was created. Yeah, that was created by Lonely Poro creating the good man card. So, we're just going to go forward. Obviously, there are certain buffs that they could have. They could have certain freezes. They could have certain things that will cause us a number of issues. But yeah, so that's what I mean. So they can do this so they can go on top of... I mean, this is the one you want to trade with. They're still dead currently. Shadow mode to my opponent. Really well played. This is how quick this deck can operate. But well played, Dan, dude. Well played. This is what I'm talking about. That's how fearsome domination. Sudden dominance. Ooh, the Lysandra. So it said we can hit them fast and quick before we even see 188. That's gonna be the goal. Hit them fast and quick before we even see 188 come at me. Okay, we can throw... It's like... You know, we throw down this and we throw down the horror. I'm okay with this. So, turn 1. Yep, they get their Frozen Thrall. We get our Reaper. It's okay, it's okay. So then we want to be going in with horror. Because even though they throw down Lysandra actually's only got a stat of 2, so she wouldn't actually be able to defend against Fearsome. So Curse Keeper next turn. Potential going in for a glimpse. This is fine. They get all of these. And the speed at which they can get them out is quick. So we need to kill them before the Frozen Thalls wake up. So it's all about beating the crap out of them before like things wake up and start causing me problems. Curse Keeper. Curse Keeper can come out right now. I don't mind taking 2 damage because we know that these have got Fearsome and they can't defend against that. So next turn, could even throw down Skitterer, but what we want to do is we're going to go with this first because then we get to assess what we draw as to whether or not we want a Skitterer or whether or not we want to potentially Rite of Negation. Oh no, okay, that's fine. It stops us from getting the draw. And it stops this from going up by 1, but okay. Also means that they've got another Ice Shard. They can finish the fight next, or they can finish the job. That's fine. So they've not got another Ice Shard. So what we want to do is we want to throw down Elise, followed by the Stygian Onlooker, because they're trying to get to us quick. Obviously, they could throw down the what's his face guy. They could throw down the what's his face guy, which is not who I want to see, but I expect to see him. Always make sure the Reaper's on the end. So we'll just try and force this damage in quickly. That's fine because that's still a trade. And then boom, that goes up, damage. We've got them down to 3. They've only got 3 cards left. Slowly but surely the 8/8s are coming for me. It's okay though. So that's the guy I'm talking about. Okay. So they are gonna get 3 lots of 8. They're gonna get 3 8/8s out next turn. So what we want to do is we want to go, right, number 1, you're taking your space. You dare. I guess actually what I should have done is I should have taken this attack stat, but it's okay. Skitterer to take out the Stygian Onlooker right now. So by doing that, we'll accept. Immediately go forward. As much as we would love to get Nocturne out, there's no time for it. They've got 8/8s. It's time, like, you know, times are changing. We could see, I should have definitely put you like on the end rather than here, but it's, I mean, technically I guess it wouldn't matter because I'm not going to be trading with anyone. But we're just trying to force them to try, like, there's things they could have. So Ice Shard is not ideal, but they're still dead. Shadow mode to my opponent. That's why we have to go. Before, I mean, we didn't kill them before we saw an 8/8, but at least when we did see the 8/8s, it didn't matter. So dominance over the 8/8s. That's why I like this deck. That is the Assert Dominance deck version 2.0. Because technically I said I did actually make, there's a video on my channel somewhere called Assert Dominance, whereby it was before the Hunter got added, but I do like the Hunter because it's an additional point of the immediate fearsomeness, which is working between those two of Shadow Isles and Shurima. And the fact that it has vulnerable means that you can like force something where they don't want to go. And so that is my deck for today. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, Gomez does aggro very rarely, but as I said, when Gomez does do aggro. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as the fact that obviously if you haven't already, there is the Discord link down below and also the Twitch where you can catch me on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays if you want to come catch the action live. And just thank you so much for watching. There's also the merch link down below. If you guys want to let me know what you think about some of the merchandise, like I'm wearing like the Fizz t-shirt right now. If you want to let me know what you think about some of that, you don't be forced into any purchases or anything. It's just the option is there if you want to check it out. Please, I'd love to hear your feedback on that, as well as the feedback on this deck, or just my stupidity in general. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you have a great evening, afternoon, or whatever it is for you. Until next time, bye!
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me? Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.